Hello dear children, we are going to do the revision of your science. Okay, that is, you have now in your science lesson number 10 to lesson number 15. But in lesson number 15 you have to study only few part, okay, because we have to complete that lesson. So from lesson number 10 to lesson number 14, do all the lessons thoroughly. So we'll start the revision. First of all, take down the paper pattern. Okay, so your question number 1 is answer the following in brief. Question number 2, give reasons, and question number 3, answer in short. The overall paper contains 12 marks. The overall paper consists of 20 marks. So you have to answer the paper of 20 marks. So let's begin with the cell and cell organelle. Okay, the structure of the cell, as you know, animal cell and the plant cell, the difference between the animal and plant cell, you require to study this difference. Okay, so what difference is? Main difference here is the cell wall. In animal cell wall is absent, and in plant cell wall is present. In animal cell, plastids are absent, and in plant cells they are present. In animal cell, vacuoles are small or either they are absent, and in plant cell, vacuoles are big. So all those difference you require to know, as well as try to draw the diagram of animal cell and plant cell. So here different components of the cell, we call them as cell organelles. As our body have organelles, same way the cell is also having the organelles. Cell is the functional unit of our body. So all the living organism consist of, they are made up of cell. Okay, so either they are made up of only single cell or either they are of multicellular organisms. So cell wall here, it is found around cells of algae, fungi and plants. All those you require to study, that is what it is made up of, its outer covering, as well as what is needed. Okay, so different types of proteins are there, polymers are there, which helps this cell wall to be formed. You are required to know the function of each cell organelle. Next comes here is the plasma membrane or the cell membrane. This is thin and fragile and elastic. So the structure of the plasma membrane you require to study, that is protein molecules are embedded in two layers of phospholipids, as well as it is a semi-permeable membrane, allows only some substance to enter into the cell. So function of the plasma membrane you require to know, as well as cellular energy, activities that consume cellular energy. So cell also requires energy, and for what it requires energy? For endocytosis and exocytosis. So read this: endocytosis and exocytosis. Endo means to in, okay, to engulf the food from the environment, and exo means to give out. Exocytosis, out from the cell. So what is given out from the cell is the waste material, whatever is not required by the cell. Next is the process that doesn't consume energy, which doesn't require energy for the cell. That process is the diffusion and osmosis. Now for osmosis, different types of solutions you have to study, where the cell is, the environment of the cell consists of different types of solution and how the cell behaves in that solution. Okay, so these solutions are hypertonic, hypotonic and isotonic solution. Next is the cytoplasm. What cytoplasm is, its function, how it appears, its texture. Okay, whether it is semi permeable or whether it is having a jelly like substance. It is helpful for the nutrition of the cell, all those things. It stores vital proteins as well as amino acids, vitamins. So different cell organelles we are going to study now further, which are embedded inside the cytoplasm. The cell organelle, first is the nucleus. See the nucleus, you require to know the function, structure and the function of the nucleus. Okay, nucleus is, it is there inside the cell, which is the middle portion of the cell. So every of your DNA material or the chromosomes which are present in the cell, they are inside the nucleus. So function, read the function. Endoplasmic reticulum, ER. What is this endoplasmic reticulum? Okay, they are the network like interconnected miniature tubules, sheets like, which are filled with the fluids, as well as it is connected to the nucleus. So whatever is required for the nucleus is brought through by the endoplasmic reticulum. These are of two types, one is rough and another one is smooth. So study the function of this endoplasmic reticulum. Next is the Golgi complex. Okay, according to your examination point of view, this is also very important. Cell organelle. So what this Golgi complex consists of? They have cisternae, they have vesicles, how these vesicles are formed, okay, what these vesicles function for, all those things. They are the packaging department of the cell. They pack, and these packet are released out wherever they are required. So what is there in that packet? These are the some of the proteins. Okay, so function of the Golgi complex, as well as the scientist who discovered this Golgi complex into the cell. So his name is, because of his name, that organelle has got the name, that is Camillo Golgi. So we call it as Golgi complex. Lysosomes. Okay, due to various metabolic activities of the cell, these cells have lysosomes, and these lysosomes having the digestive enzyme. When cell becomes old, or either there are some cell organelles inside which do not work, so this lysosome secretes out this enzyme and the cell gets degraded, or either it helps for the virus and bacteria which attacks the cell, so it releases out the enzyme, the poisonous substances which kills the microorganisms, harmful microorganisms. So read the function of lysosomes. Mitochondria, okay, very very important thing, the energy giving out. So cell which requires energy, and this energy is produced in mitochondria. So that energy is trapped in the form of ATP molecules. So that, what are these ATP molecules? The energy rich compound adenosine triphosphate. So function of mitochondria, it is called as the powerhouse of the cell. Vacuoles, plastids. Okay, these are the plastids which are present in the plant, which are important for the plant, or either necessary pigment, helps for the color of the flowers, leaves. Okay, so different colors are because of the different pigments, and all these are called as plastids. Next is the chloroplast, very important organelle of plants which are present in the leaves. They are useful in trapping energy. Okay, so energy rich molecules are trapped here. Solar energy is converted to chemical energy because of this chloroplast. So there are different types of chloroplast, chromoplast and leucoplast. Study about them. So you require to learn from your who am I, what would have happened if. Okay, odd man out and all, you don't require to learn, but require to learn the functions. Okay, as well as some give reasons will be asked from this lesson. Next is the human body and organ system. So what human body you have already studied about the cell. Now all these cells comes together to form an organism, as well as it forms the systems. So different types of organ systems are working together, like digestive, respiratory, circulatory, nervous, excretory, reproductive, skeletal, muscular. All these together are functioning in a body to keep it alive. So we are going to study about respiration here. So external respiration is like inhalation and exhalation. What inhalation means and exhalation means, that you study. Then the internal respiration is the exchange of gases between the cells and the tissues. So oxygen is removed out from the blood and put it into the tissue, as well as carbon dioxide which is there in the fluid or in the cells. This carbon dioxide comes back to the lungs to be given out. Next is the cellular respiration. Inside the cell, the respiration occurs when oxygen is combined with glucose. Okay, when oxygen combines with glucose, energy is released out, and when this energy is released out, this energy who takes ATP molecules. So these ATP molecules trap the energy which is released out from the glucose. So for to get the energy, we require to digest this glucose, that is we require to combine the glucose with oxygen. So this work is done by the cell, as well as it is done by your mitochondria, inside the mitochondria. So here there is a reaction, C6H12O6. This is a glucose molecule. It requires 6 oxygen molecules to release out energy. You could see carbon dioxide gas is released out, as well as water, that is H2O. Next is the respiratory system. Study about the structure of respiratory system. Nose, pharynx, windpipe, lungs, alveoli. This all we have already learned it. Okay, so read this slowly because you have 2 days with you, that is Friday, no, that is Saturday and the Sunday, Saturday half and the Sunday. So you can revise your science very well. Then the exchange of gases in the lungs takes place with the help of blood cells as well as alveoli. So alveoli removes out oxygen from the air, and this oxygen is taken by the red blood cells. Okay, and red blood cells also brings carbon dioxide from the cells. So red blood cells are doing two work, both the side work. One is to take the oxygen and another one is to give out carbon dioxide into the alveoli. Next is the diaphragm. Diaphragm is a partition which allows your lungs to expand, that is allows your lungs to be in pressure. So diaphragm rises up, so the pressure on the lungs also increases. Next you have to study the structure of the heart. Okay, for understanding better you can revise, go through the YouTube lesson, and there is nicely explain the structure of heart, which I have explained it on the a live picture is there. If you have seen or if you get it, you will understand it better. Okay, so heart is present at the center in the thoracic cage, behind the ribs. It is made up of 4 chambers. What the name of the muscles of the heart, they contract and they relax rhythmically. Okay, divided into upper part and the lower part. You could see right and left side. Okay, right side, it is called as right atrium. Okay, and the right ventricle, as well as left atrium and the left ventricle. So upper chambers are called as atria or atrium, and lower chambers are called as ventricles. Now they are divided into right and left part. So upper chamber of right side is called as right atrium, and lower chamber of right side is called as right ventricle. Upper chamber of left side is called as left atrium and lower chamber is called as left ventricle. So right side you will find deoxygenated blood and left side you will find oxygenated blood. So refer this and try to draw the diagram also. Next is the blood vessels. We have two types of blood vessels, arteries and veins, and between these they are connected with the help of capillaries. Okay, these are very fine blood vessels which reach to every cell. So here the transportation of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood is being pumped from the lungs, and from the lungs to the heart, and from the heart it is given back to the body. Again from the body it is brought to the heart, and from the heart it is put it into the lungs for oxygenation. So veins are having walls, you could see, and arteries doesn't have any walls. So arteries are having pure blood and veins are having impure blood. Next is the capillary. Blood circulation and the function of heart, only this part you refer. About the blood, about different types of blood cells, red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets and their function. Human blood groups, okay, you know all these. Now B, AB and O, these are the blood groups where human is been divided according to the blood groups, as well as they have Rh positive and Rh negative. These are the races, factors. About blood donation, it is given blood bank, blood donors and blood recipients. Blood pressure, what the device is called as blood pressure. Blood pressure of healthy person. What is the blood pressure of healthy person? High and low, maximum and minimum. Diastolic pressure, okay. Systolic and diastolic pressure, that is the hypertension, high blood pressure, as well as different types of diseases which are caused due to blood pressure. Here you don't have to refer, fill in the blanks and all, find the odd man out. Reason, give reasons, study, give reasons here, answer the following. Difference between, okay. Introduction to acid and bases, about the acids and about the bases and indicators. So different types of acids which have main component H, okay, that is hydrogen. So H2SO4, HCl, HNO3, these are acids, and bases which have main components OH. Different types of indicators here you have studied for acids and bases and their color changes in acids and bases. Here this is a table. Natural indicators you have to make. How to make natural indicators, don't require to learn this, okay, actually. So some examples, study some examples of acids and bases, okay, and natural acids and natural bases. See, HCl, when it dissociates, that means when it dissolves in water, gives out H plus and Cl minus. Properties of acids and uses of acids, very important, please study this. Properties of bases and uses of bases, different types of bases. And when acids and bases, they combine with each other to form a neutral substance. So neutralization, study about neutralization. From here you study, give reason, write chemical names and answer the following question. Chemical change and chemical bond. Very easy and interesting lesson it is. Okay, so read the lesson, find out some examples from your surrounding. Chemical change and word equation, you are required to study this. Citric acid plus sodium bicarbonate, it gives carbon dioxide and sodium citrate. Chemical changes in our everyday life, natural chemical change, respiration, photosynthesis, combustion of fuel, cleaning Shabbat tiles with dilute hydrochloric acid, softening of hard water. You have to study about chemical bonds, ionic bond. This is very important to study about the ionic bond. Okay, you have the question here about sodium and chlorine, how the sodium and chlorine bonding is formed. So that required to answer. See here, formation of ionic bond of sodium chloride, and see the diagram. Okay, practice this diagram also. Ionic bond and covalent bond. Covalent bonds are formed because of sharing of electron, and ionic bonds are formed because of give and take of electrons. So metals tends to give the electron and non-metal tends to receive the electron. So here from this write word equation. These word equations are very important. Okay, and show with the help of diagram electronic configuration, that as well as some questions will be asked like neutralization or properties of acids and bases, measurement of heat, sources of heat. So 6 sources they have given. What is meant by temperature, heat and temperature, about heat and about temperature. What is heat? It is a form of energy. And what is temperature? The measurement of heat is called as temperature. So how the conversion of temperature is measured in the units of Celsius, Fahrenheit and Kelvin. So these are the measures. So how to convert the Celsius into Fahrenheit and to Kelvin, that is given here formula. About the thermometer, how its work, its construction as well as its working. Why mercury is used in the thermometer, that you have to answer it. Specific heat, what is specific heat? About the calorimeter, why the calorimeter is made up of copper, that is also very important. See the diagram of calorimeter. Okay, remember the diagram, practice this diagram. Expansion effects of heat. If what is the effect of heat? Heat makes the substance to expands. Okay, so expansion is in the linear way. Linear means in a line. Expansion is in the areal or volumetric expansion. Expansions of liquid. Okay, you only read this, not much things to answer here, but for your knowledge you can read it. So answer in brief all those answer here, as well as okay, that answer in brief you do it. Solve the following examples from here. Not much things are given from here to solve the numericals. Solve the numericals from the examples which are there in the lesson. Okay, next is the sound. For this lesson sound you require to study only give reason. Okay, so study, give reason, as well as understand what is compression, rarefaction, and frequency of sound, as well as audible and inaudible sound. Okay, sound produced by humans, that is, it is produced in the larynx. You could see in the larynx there is an hard bump that seems to move up and down. So larynx helps for the sound to produce. Okay, so it helps the passage of air to go and come in, like your fluid. Okay, so same way the vocal cords, the muscles are attached to the vocal cords and can make the cords tight or loose. When the cords are tight and thin, the type or quality of voice is different. So same way like your rubber strips. So in this we'll study afterwards. In this, what is there, you have to answer from give reason. 3 give reasons you study. Okay, study all those, read the lessons carefully because you have proper time to refer your lessons. Okay, see here, sound, propagation of sound, and the medium is required for the sound to propagate. Okay, so write your answers well. Spellings also, write correct spellings. Representation of the answer should be good. Okay, thank you, take care.